And welcome to Blockbuster Bums. Kick back your recliner, crack open a beer, and let's talk movies. And today we're here to talk about Jurassic Park 3. Yes, the one that followed Jurassic Park 2. Um, that being said, five of us regulars are here currently. Drew had some sort of emergency come up that he couldn't come. I think Barry mentioned something about a crack dealer needing to talk to him.
We have the same crack dealer.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
yeah.
So, good luck, Drew. Hope you don't make the news.
I'm just happy we can talk about Barry's casual.
If he does, it's not. I didn't call.
Still use a pager, don't you, Barry?
That being said, I think that's all the housekeeping I have. I think we can get started. Ray, what did you think of your Jurassic Park 3 rewatch?
I really like the movie. I don't have anything like crazy against it, but I did write this down and then I'll let it over to Barry. I just don't know what kind of stupid wants to go to these islands to do anything, let alone start a parasailing business. I'm sorry, but I guess 30-foot monsters just doesn't intimidate people in this universe. But if I hear that someone would start some bullshit like this in our universe, I'm probably robbing a bank, finding a crazy secluded place, building me a fallout shelter, and living out my days.
Not a bad approach.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Barry, what did you think, sir?
After what I consider the travesty of the Lost World, Jurassic Park 2, Jurassic Park 3, they tried to go back to what worked in Jurassic Park. And while it's not nearly the movie Jurassic Park is, it was entertaining enough and just fine, if stupid. But it was entertaining and I didn't hate it.
Fair enough. Tom, what were your thoughts?
Yeah, I'll say first time watching it, I wasn't disappointed with the whole pterodactyls, so that was really like going to be my big critique of this movie because I remember it being a selling point when it came out to me. Other than that, I think Barry kind of said it well. Like they tried to take like just Grant and take Grant from one and translate it over and whatnot, which it worked fine enough. But I feel like the other characters ruined this movie for me. If anything, it wasn't like I'll even give the locals their parasailing thing because like if it's on your island, it's a foreign country, but like it's like, hey, we're gonna fly a boat this close and everything and charge money, but like do it at your own risk. There's no rules in Costa Rica, so I'm fine with that capitalism. But yeah, like other than that, yeah, it was the characters, like the wife, that woman irritated the piss out of me throughout this movie. Like there were a couple others, but. I don't know. I liked it better than 2, I think.
And AJ.
Yeah, I definitely liked it better than 2. Some of the characters still had moments of being irritating, but the characters in 2 just were irritating like the entire way through. That being said, I think 2 had some better stunts and some more tense like action sequences. But this still was pretty good. I do think it's a step up from 2. Obviously not nearly as good as 1. So,
yeah, I think there's a trend here. I don't think anybody's gonna say it's as good as 1. Even non-Jurassic Park fans can kind of appreciate 1 for what it was. And yeah, I think it was solid. I don't think it was great or spectacular or anything like that. It was solid. I do like Grant a lot, so he's it's kind of a redeeming thing to bring him back. You get to see a little bit of Sadler, not a lot, but a little bit. Yeah, just some interesting things happen. I do like that, we went away from, like the same 2 dinosaurs killing everybody. We brought in something new. It was just a little bit of a different take on some things, which was fine. That being said, I guess we can start our discussion. It starts off like it has for 3 straight movies with them typing on the screen of Isla Sorna. So we don't have a third island. We're just on the second island again. With, I think, Ray mentioned a guy and a kid parasailing on a boat, being pulled by a boat. And then they go into some, I guess, fog, and the boat is now empty and bloody. We don't ever find out like what exactly happened to them.
The same thing that happened to the cargo ship in 2.
Yeah, right, right. And then they let themselves loose and fly down to or sail down to the island on their parachute. And then it cuts to, I guess Charlie, the 3-year-old Elliot Sadler's son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I will say this, Ray, to your comment earlier. I don't think there's a snowball's chance in hell stuff like this wouldn't happen in real life if there was an island full of dinosaurs. People would constantly be trying to go there, trying to get pictures there, trying to fly over it, trying to parasail next to it, all sorts of dumb stuff.
Oh,
I mean-
I'm sure, but I'm just saying my ass is hightailing it to higher ground or better ground or some kind of goddamn hideout because I'm not partaking.
I mean, how many videos can you look up on the internet of people climbing in zoo enclosures with tigers and lions and bears and stuff?
Yeah. I mean, if they want to go, if this shit happens in real life at some point, I mean, that's fine. That'll just be population control. We'll just feed them over there. I don't give a crap. But I'm going to use my brain and I'm going to survive the rest of my life.
Now, I will say this in regard to the parasailing. If there's no presumption of sea creatures or of flying creatures, I think it's pretty logical. And if I was in that area, I would consider it. If you're a seemingly safe distance away, obviously it didn't work out. And are we to think that pterodactyls got the people on the ship?
I would
No,
say
pterodactyls
yeah.
aren't out at that
Yeah.
time.
Oh, they're still locked away,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
so I mean, I don't know what it was, but I think it was something along the lines of the Spinosaurus, something that could go into the water but isn't necessarily a water
see.
dinosaur.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean? Because a water dinosaur would just swim away and, be all over the ocean, but the Spinosaurus can swim and be along the coast, but it's not a water dinosaur like the Mosasaurus or something.
And that's what that big one's called, is a Spinosaurus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I always imagine something like Loch Ness monster looking. Like it was
Could have been. Could have been. It's a mystery. I think it's worth mentioning, probably for the sake of the story, that the people parasailing, there's a man and a boy. The boy, we find out his parents end up looking for him. They're divorced or on the verge of they're divorced.
Yeah, because that's her new
And-
man.
Yeah, and then the man with him is Tia Leone's boyfriend, I guess. And I feel for this man. First of all, I don't know why he couldn't get out of the harness. And second of all,
yeah.
she freaks out when she finds him, in his, decomposing state or what have you, which of course anybody would. But then also she voices that she doesn't really care, like shortly after. I felt really bad for this guy.
They were
I just wanted to say that.
They were pretty cold when they sifted
were,
through the
yeah.
dinosaur shit, finding human bones from Old Boy too. Like,
Yeah.
Well, I guess
there's a lot
I
of indifference in
Poor
death.
Ben.
I want to. I did want to bring this up. So while we're on the topic, let's talk about it. Like, how does that work? How do you, as a grown
Get
man,
digested.
not be able to get out of that harness for long enough that you die in it?
Yeah, they should have addressed that. Again, it's a Jurassic Park movie, so you just got to accept some stuff, and that's fine. But it did bother me. I was like, well, why didn't the kid do everything he could to help him? Maybe he did, but it's never brought up again. Is it impossible to get out on your own for some reason?
I mean,
That's weird.
I
Was he injured? I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. I thought about that too. Was he injured? Because like you see, like parachutists get injured. Sometimes when they crash land like that, break their legs or whatever. But like, they have him on video for a short period until the kid turns it off. He's not talking about like, oh, I'm in pain, or oh, this hurts, or you get down, I'm not gonna be able to get down. None of that happens. He's like, I'm about ready to drop you, like da da, and the kid's super calm.
Right.
So like, I don't feel like he's like super messed up, at least.
No, it doesn't seem that way.
And I feel like you'd be able to cut your way out after, given that amount of time.
Yes.
Like even if it's like with rocks.
Yeah. Well, and they established that. I don't remember the kid's name. I guess it doesn't matter. Eric, I think
Eric,
maybe.
yeah.
They established that Eric, has lived in Velociraptor land for 2 months, and figured things out and been smart enough to make it.
Yeah.
So you would like to think he would have been smart enough to help his buddy Ben out should he have cared to.
I think he didn't want a stepdad. That's what I think.
That's as good an answer as any.
Yeah. That's sent to his room one time too many.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it's very
like Tyrannosaurus piss. Like,
I don't know. It's a very weird situation there with the whole Ben situation, I guess. I guess they probably didn't want to spend a whole ton of time on it. The movie's, adding to a character that dies in the first 2 minutes of the movie. Like, do we really need a huge backstory on the guy or,
right.
Whatever the case may be. They just need a character to kill, essentially, I think.
Right.
they did a pretty good job of killing people off early on in this movie.
They really did. Yeah. They just like keep the core five and peace out. the
Yeah,
rest
they
of it.
weeded it out pretty quick in the beginning when they introduced old boy with the spines on his back.
So before we get away from it, you also find we just talked about that we find Sadler's kid and then Sadler and husband and everything like that. What was your all's thoughts on Sadler being married with children and it's obviously not with Grant?
I mean, I've seen it before, but I was kind of surprised, But I guess it just didn't work out, and they were just better off friends than what they had in the first one.
Well, they trick you, of course, at the beginning to make you think that this is their child.
Yeah.
But they don't do that for very long. And it makes if you want to have the Sadler character in there briefly, I think that was a good way to do it. So yeah, I liked it.
So I know we're going to jump quite a bit into the future of this movie, but what did you think of the conversations between, well, of all people, Grant and Eric about Sadler? How did you take the tone of those conversations?
I don't remember the conversation.
Yeah,
I remember they had a conversation about Malcolm.
Well, they did that, and that was
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
Are you talking about when Grant says like she's the one person that never let him down?
Yes, that. Where he's like, "Why did you call? Of all people in the world, you called this woman. Why did you call her?" And he's like, she's the person I could always count on. She's never let me down.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Well, have you ever told her that?" And he's like, "No, I've never said that out loud." And he's like, "Well, you should." Like, I don't know. I guess.
They might take life advice from a 12-year-old. Like, tell me what to
Well, I
say.
mean, the dude survived fucking 2 months out there.
Like,
Better take some kind of-
Well, I wasn't so worried about whether I want to take advice from a 12-year-old. I was more like, I will say this: as a child and growing up watching these movies, I took it as they should be together. Like, I'm in love with this woman. Da, da, da. I don't know that I view it the same as an adult.
No.
Yeah, it's kind of open-ended, I think.
Oh,
I have a feeling Grant doesn't have a lot of friends, period. So he's probably very lucky to count Dr. Sadler as a friend, even. He's kind of a bristly guy.
He is, yes.
I'll be honest, in the first movie, like I liked them almost as friends, but I'd never like there's not overtly romantic in the first movie.
I
Yeah.
agree.
You know what I mean? Like if you told me they were just
no,
friends and colleagues in the first movie,
Gray
completely
does not
believable.
come off as like a family guy, like
Yeah,
in,
no.
in that one or in this one. But that was like the whole trope, though, of like the first ones that he slowly did warm up to like being with children after going through these horrific things with them and everything. But it's like, yeah, like that's why it was like such a thing of like, oh, psych out there in the
Well,
beginning.
it's kind of weird in this movie. The person he grows closest to is Eric.
Yeah, because he's the most competent fool there because his parents are turds.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
the
I
best
don't
thing
like-
the best thing Grant does all movie is punch Mr. Kirby in the face.
Oh my
Good Lord.
god!
Yeah,
I
I
wish I
was-
could have seen that on
Yeah,
camera.
that was the only thing is that we didn't get to see it. Like, God.
Fucking dirt.
So, how many zeros do you think he wrote on that check before he got Grant the tour guide?
Oh, there's at least 9.
It doesn't matter because it was all for movie. I don't understand how it's so easy to lie to all these people. Like, think about how many moving parts this guy had and everything to come to find out he's got nothing.
No,
Yeah.
he has Paint and Tile Plus.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so he paid the mercenaries off with that. He got, like, hookups in Costa Rica. He got all those, like...
Well-
Like, Gray didn't ask for nothing down payment.
Yeah, Grant seems to have
not
asked
a
for nothing.
percentage. Like no one asked for like I said. I imagine everybody was offered an ungodly number of some sort, the same as Grant was here, just
Well,
because of how they see him.
I think we're overlooking one thing here is the mercenaries say at the very beginning that his check cleared. So whatever he paid them, they got it. Whether it was a loan, whether he had a life savings, whatever it was,
Well,
the mercenaries got it.
Well, at least somebody was smart enough and everything to do that.
And
But that just makes me lose. Like, come on.
So that really only leaves Grant.
Yeah, and I don't think he actually had hookups with the Costa Rican government. They were there illegally.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were
So
there
he really
illegally.
just paid the mercenaries.
Yeah,
I
'cause
took
they,
it.
they get on the radio at one point, and they're like, "You can't be there."
Yeah.
Like, da da da. Yeah, so
I took it as he was successful and probably had some resources, just not nearly what he made out, and did not have money to pay Grant.
Like
And-
local
and people-
businessman successful.
people do this type of thing every day. Like scams are more popular than ever right now.
I gave Grant more credit for this. Like I see, it just seems like it's like if you're really gonna do this, because that's the whole like point of earlier in the movie, like when after they talk about the kid and they have that conversation, they ask like, or like when he's giving the speech, like, what would it take for you to get there? And he's like, there's nothing on heaven or earth or whatever. And then like cut to like
9 zeros.
Well, he
asking
didn't.
for-
He said nothing would on heaven or earth would get me on that island. He wasn't going to the island.
Yeah.
He was flying
Yeah,
over
the
it.
point is he was going to be on that island. We all knew where it was leading and all
Well,
that.
we knew, but that wasn't
Because
the point
they
of the
cut to
plane
that,
ride.
and then cut to now you're in the sky, but like, oh yeah, like now you're up in the heavens, like you're about to be on that damn island. Like,
So I think, in the way that the Kirby's whatever they made that happen,
the bastards.
smart, and I kind of put myself in their shoes, and I was like, what would I do?
Yeah.
yeah,
I would do anything I needed to do.
Yes.
to
Yeah.
try to get my
100%.
kid. Yeah,
100%.
But what
No doubt.
But what I didn't get is why we had to wait till halfway through the movie for Grant to do his interrogation and look up and ask for credentials. Why couldn't we do this before the trip happened?
'Cause
Like
then there's no
you had survived this whole park one time, and you didn't have the logic in your brain at that point at the table to think about, oh my God, somebody could scam me and I could go die on
Well,
this
that's
fucking
but
island. again.
I think you guys are oversimplifying it.
That's
Like
what- just,
these,
I'm just asking for
this
a percentage.
this guy. This is this guy's whole entire life. He's constantly having to beg people for money. That's how paleontologists do everything.
Right.
They have to beg museums. They have to beg colleges. They have to beg. You're begging people for money. And I bet when it's like in the first one, even with Hammond, like it was, I'll give you all this money, but you have to do what I want first.
But Hammond had the bank.
yeah.
No, he did.
Hammond was already
Yes.
funding him for like what all those years.
But what I'm
anyway.
saying is, if Hammond was screwing him, he would have gotten screwed then too, because he had to do what Hammond wanted first to get the money.
But the difference between the Hammond situation and the situation now is that he was already getting the money from Hammond. He had no idea who this guy was, and he just walking blindly through the forest with him.
If anything, I blame Hammond for being such an honest businessman. Like, didn't teach Grant anything. He was too honest in the first deal.
well, and I don't think Grant. It would have never, for the movie, of course, it needed to happen, but it would have never come up in terms of Grant being like, "Are you full of it or not?" Do you guys remember what gave Kirby away? It was a very small thing. Was he had trouble putting a backpack
Yes.
Yes.
on? You know, so and then of course he couldn't name the height of K2 or whatever the name of that mountain is.
He was off by a couple thousand feet or whatever.
Yeah.
About 1,000 feet above it, actually.
Yeah.
But I'm with AJ in that I don't dismiss the idea that Kirby may have had some assets available to,
I
you
mean,
know,
yeah,
at least
yeah.
appease
Yeah.
people. Like, let's say that he promised Grant
Paid the
$50,000. Well, maybe he's like, well, I can give you 15 now or something, you know, and of course that's all kind of, you know,
fine.
guesswork, but it's possible. I don't have a problem with that setup, I guess is my point.
Furious. I'd be so angry. I was.
Oh, I would. I think everybody would
Like,
be
I feel
angry.
like if I was Grant, I would like. I was telling AJ this. Like, if I was Grant, I probably would have killed some of these people like on first chance, just because. Just outright, like, you know, I'm so like the whole plane situation right from the get go and everything. Like,
I think there's a distinct possibility
I'm
that
so furious.
that a lot of people would have killed Mr. Kirby.
Oh yeah.
I think there's a distinct, or at the very least, not helped. Like, I'm going my
that's-
own way. If you
that's-
follow me, I'll hurt you.
Yeah.
That's
Like-
how that woman
Yeah.
would have died.
You're
I
clearly
don't
gonna be a
know.
liability.
The first time
Yeah.
you march off in a huff because or you're just like, yelling your head off, like, yeah, no, go die. Peace out. Go to the coast.
Yeah. Like you all literally, like the one guy,
Oh.
Udesky says it. Like you kidnapped him. Like
Yeah.
like you kidnapped me, and now you want me to protect you.
Yeah, he's the
Like
only
that's a
guy
big
that
ask. It really is.
Yeah.
I think it's important to note in that Kirby made some poor choices, and he did do Grant wrong, of course, but he's also not like this giant a-hole either.
No.
So
No,
I mean, I
he's
think
not.
that plays a role in
And he
it.
does have some redeeming qualities in reality. Like he does.
No.
Yes,
because
he does.
because then it turns out Grant had never even been on this damn island.
Well, he's an idiot. Yes,
Like, I was-
but
I
that
was
doesn't
just
mean he
like,
doesn't
if
have
I
a
was
redeeming
Grant-
quality.
Like if I was Grant, I feel like I would hope that I die from a brain aneurysm before a dinosaur because of like all the stress. This one man who like you said, like basically kidnapped me under false pretenses. I'm not even gonna get the money and all that. This guy's impoverished. Like he has no ability to give me like however many zeros I put on there.
impoverished.
Like, no, there's no way. Like no
What about the tile?
anger and rage.
Well, here's the other thing.
He's gonna be laying tile for fucking ever. Like,
Udesky and them lied to him too. They weren't who they said they were.
Right.
Yeah.
They lied to the Kirbys just to
So
get his check.
Yeah.
So
then
like,
old boy with the raptor fucking eggs and everything. Like really, like Grant had it rough in this movie.
you got talking to your mic, big guy.
Oh, I was
You
saying.
keep
then,
looking
like,
at Barry and you're turning it like this.
because like talking to Barry basically and all that. No,
Got a lot of issues with me.
yeah, like fuck, like you're just gonna catch the brunt of it and everything. Like
Well, I mean, what I was saying though is he does
Fucking
have some
poor Grant.
redeeming things in this movie. Like when his family's in trouble, he does climb up on that crane. It's, I would say, essentially to be like, well, if it kills somebody, it should kill me. I want my family to get
that
away.
was his big hero moment. That was like
Yeah.
the only like, but yeah, you're like Operation Human Shield. That's what you are.
He
Like,
mans up as it moves along.
He can't
Yeah.
even kick a vending machine open.
Yeah,
that
that
was
was
funny.
Anybody got a dime? No, bitch.
That was even nerdy. Like, yeah, like that just drove home the character more.
I will say Billy made that look really easy.
Yeah.
And those are made not for that to happen.
I feel like
Yeah.
Billy has a checkered past. That's why he got pterodactyled. Like,
Well, since he was brought up, can we chat real quick about Billy?
Absolutely.
I gotta say, first of all, I'm a big fan of Billy in this movie. Billy, probably my favorite character in the
I
movie.
wanted it.
I don't know. Getting past the eggs is hard.
Yeah.
That is.
I have
that's-
no problem
but
with
there
the
was
egg thing.
No need.
It's the dumbest move of the movie.
Well, I guess my thing is this, and I have a problem with this movie big time in this regard. Are we to suddenly forget that Jurassic Park happened, the first movie, and now the only reason the raptors are looking to hurt somebody is because you might have their eggs? No. The velociraptors, if we've learned anything, are just well, they're not mindless, but they're killing machines. Eggs or no eggs.
They're family birds.
So I kind of took issue with that.
Yeah,
little-
well,
I agree.
Again,
They
I would
mix
say
together.
that's an oversimplification of it, though. They don't follow people all around the entire island. They talk about it over and over again how they're very territorial. So like they hunted them throughout the entire island
really,
to try and get their eggs back.
That one gate was left open. If that one gate had been shut and all and actually locked, they would have got away with it.
Well, the open gate was the pterodactyls getting
Yeah.
out.
But
that
that's
wasn't
what
the
I'm-
raptors.
that was the whole point of that close up is that the raptors can still go and get through. Like there was a gate and everything.
No,
at
the
one
whole point of it was so that it showed the pterodactyls are getting out.
no, like
I'm
we're
with
talking about a different
Alex
gate
in this
then.
one.
Well, and again, I like the movie just fine. It's fine. They rewrite what it is you are to expect of these dinosaurs based on what they want it to be for the movie. And again,
Yeah.
largely that's fine. I accept that. But it is a central point. And at the same time, like, I remember these raptors, and they didn't give a crap about what you did or didn't have. They just wanted to murder you. You know?
I will say, like, I think Alex might have a point of them following outside of their territory versus killing people that enter their territory. But they also stumbled through a raptor nest
Right.
and made their way out of that territory with no issue, which on its own is like weird given the
Yes.
franchise. But to me, no, like Billy
That's-
taking the eggs
yeah.
is no better than them taking the baby T-Rex in 2.
Oh my
100%.
everyone
Yes, I
Like-
totally agree with that. Like, regardless of whether you think the raptors are going to kill you or not, like antagonizing them is a terrible idea. Like,
Outside of that, though, I do like Billy. outside of that one decision.
And I guess I'll also mention this real quick, and I don't have to prolong it, but if you ran across some vulture eggs and decided for some reason, like, holy crow, I'm going to take a couple of them vulture eggs,
Yes.
you're not thinking of it as I'm antagonizing the vultures. You know what I mean?
No, well, yeah. Well, he because what all he seen was dollar signs. Because at that point, remember he
I don't know what his goal
No, that's
was.
what he said.
That was right after they found out
Oh,
they
yeah,
weren't going to
that's
get
true.
paid. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Oh, okay.
Like, 'cause that was my thing. But that was my thing
again,
too.
that's
was
human
like,
nature.
I know,
It is,
but like I said,
I don't know.
It was dumb.
I
I'm
would
not
say this.
questioning-
I spend more time in nature than everybody here in this damn place combined, and I don't go around stealing eggs of anything. I've seen nests of all sorts of
Well,
different
like-
creatures. I don't go around
like I
stealing
said,
their
I-
eggs
I assume
because
you
they're
got-
sitting there.
You get
He's
paid
saying
7 figures
yeah.
for one of those
I was gonna
eggs.
say like, yeah,
Right.
you know, find an egg around here. Somebody's gonna pay you top dollar for.
Yeah.
It. Like, presumably somebody's gonna either pay for this or the raptor inside of it. Like,
I mean, that's a fair point.
Billy had a moment, a moment of weakness, I guess.
no, but I didn't
He
want his.
definitely did.
That's
Yeah.
why I wanted to like Billy.
Okay.
I wanted him to pretty much be Grant 2.0 is how I wanted to see this like a passing
Well,
of the
he
torch.
learned that.
Oh, he's a
He
much
And
he's a much nicer man than Grant could ever dream of being.
that's what I mean. He's a softer generation Grant and everything. But then I was like, then the whole like pterodactyl pecking scene and whatnot. Like I
So-
said, either kill him off or don't.
So let me ask: did you think he was dead then?
Yeah.
I honestly assumed, yeah.
And when I originally watched it, I thought he was dead.
I was
because,
honestly
like I said,
kind of annoyed when he was
because they
alive.
zoomed out just enough and like you seen just enough blood on the beak. I was like, oh, okay, this goes like once again like Grant, like just like a bird, like just coming down at it, like.
I think they make it so that you think, oh, he's dead, and then you go, oh, maybe he's not dead, and then you go, oh yeah,
Well,
they
like-
got him.
And it's also like what's that like PG-13? So it's like like hey, you can how do you like really show gore with the kids?
Yeah.
Like, it's an easy way like to let your imagination pretend.
Yeah.
So let me ask this one: do you think Grant went too hard at him when he was like, "You're just as bad as the people that created this place"?
Yeah.
Well, here, I mean, it was a harsh thing to say for sure, but you've literally spent all day running for your life. When somebody does something stupid, you're going to be an ass.
I mean, like I said,
I mean, like
yeah.
in reality,
I
like
look at it more as greed. I don't like it's not. I mean, if you want to count everything the same equally on that type of level, but like what John Hammond and them were doing in one wasn't greed. Like I don't look at it as anyway.
No, it was hubris.
Yeah, like it's different. Like if we're putting them on the same par, then like yes, but like I don't look at them like I don't think they're the same.
But also, I don't know that it's really greed for Billy because it's not like he was trying to get rich himself. He was trying to fund.
I look at it as
Their project.
it was
Yeah.
it was a quick buck, and anytime you try to make a quick buck, there's strings attached. Like
Yeah.
this was it. Like
Again,
and it
wasn't
worth
a
it.
good idea.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like it's not all quick money is.
Without the plot device of this is why raptors want to kill us, then the reasonable reaction from Grant would be, Billy, what in the world are you thinking? We can't do this. We have to dispose of these, and you move on. But
Yeah.
since the plot, it's twisted up with the plot, then a bigger deal, I guess, has
Because
to
they
be
have
made
to
of
use
it.
that cool 3D printer and all, man.
well, let me ask you this.
Brand new at the time.
Speaking of the eggs, let me ask you this: is there any chance in hell those eggs are still in one piece?
That's an awesome cooler, man.
It was a nice cooler.
It's a lucky backpack.
It was a
I don't
camera
know.
bag.
Yeah, the camera.
Let's say it didn't fold or bend or anything from what I seen. Like
I
don't
bet those
know.
eggs are pretty tough.
And camera lenses are pretty fragile.
I mean, if a dinosaur.
So those bags
Yeah.
are built pretty sturdy.
Like, how much does a Velociraptor weigh, Alex?
I don't know. I haven't done that book report yet. But
The tensile strength of a raptor.
other than the Raptors, who we've pretty thoroughly covered in the first two movies, we haven't really talked about a lot of the other dinosaurs in this movie. What do you all think of the main dinosaur in this movie, the Spinosaurus?
That was a good change of pace, and I liked it. I also liked the battle scene against the T-Rex.
I did like the fight.
I
It was-
appreciate that they didn't draw it out too much.
Yeah.
Like he just handled that T-Rex
Yeah.
pretty
Like,
easy. Like
Well,
yeah.
you would think like if two apex predators did come
yeah.
into combat, you would think it's like you would want to try to get it done as quick as possible, like least damage and stuff. Like, so I did appreciate that. But you gave, like you said, you gave us what we wanted,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and early on.
And it's good because, you know, you've seen the T-Rex in the first two movies, very formidable. So just taking it out like that
Yeah.
definitely
I
establishes.
kind of remember
Those
the first
fucking
time.
arms, dude. Like, that's all it was, is rolling that, like, you know, the hull of that plane.
Well, I did look it up. There's like a 20-foot difference between the two dinosaurs. I don't know how that came across on camera. Like
Well,
the
how much
Spinosaurus is like 20 feet bigger.
No, it came off pretty good.
Is that in
Um,
leg?
but-
Is that in leg or tail though?
Yeah, you don't want to, for the sake of the dress, you don't want to make the T-Rex look, you know, too small in comparison or whatever. You want to keep that mystique there, of course.
But at the same time, I think having working front hands is such a gigantic advantage. Like he's able to grab and do things with those front hands. The T-Rex is literally just
Yeah. Wait till they get thumbs.
It's worked out for humanity.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
But I also remember like the first time watching this, and they had the big dino battle, and I'm like, "Are you fucking serious? They killed a T-Rex off in like the first fucking 20 minutes? This is fucking bullshit." But I mean, after watching it a couple more times, I'm like,
I said that's when they killed.
it makes
everybody.
sense. But you're just mad
Everybody
because
off there, right?
the big bad dinosaur
that was the
because nobody
crescendo.
ever really knows the Spinosaurus.
Yeah.
You know about
Wow.
the T-Rex.
There's a new king in town.
Yeah.
Like that was the big crescendo because that's when they like killed everybody off, like from the guy to the runway to old boy with the phone that kept like playing throughout the rest of the movie, and then it was T-Rex. Like they just lined up all the deaths right there to drive the point home about this thing. Like I'm the villain in this movie. Like,
I mean, it was a pretty formidable foe throughout this movie.
Oh,
It just keeps popping up.
would you rather deal with it or the pterodactyls?
God damn, I don't know.
I don't know. That is a hard question because
Like,
I mean,
yeah,
if the
that's what-
pterodactyls were not in a cage, they're a real
it's the
problem.
whole size versus quantity debate. That's like, yeah, but that's what this movie was. Like,
And
It's
plus,
like
the Spinosaurus can go in the water, so it's like,
out.
where the fuck do you go? Like, you got air attack, you got a ground attack, you got a fucking water attack. Like, I don't know what to pick here. It's just like, run and see what happens. Like,
Hide in
yeah,
a fuel truck.
yeah.
It was a water truck.
I'm sorry, a water truck.
Well, I mean, while we're on the topic, what about the pteranodons?
That is
Pretty
the coolest
badass.
part of the whole movie for me.
Which
Yeah.
ones are those?
The pterodactyls.
They're actually pteranodons. They're not pterodactyls. We've been saying pterodactyl all movie, but
Oh.
or all show, but yeah.
It's gonna be a pterodactyl.
But what's the
Look,
difference? I don't think I know the clear difference.
I think the difference is size, but I could be wrong.
I think
on that.
pterodactyls like a broad group of dinosaurs. A pteranodon's like a specific
Species.
There's like
Okay.
one
The
daily
scene
cussing
on
you
the
out right now.
bridge where Eric is crossing and it walks out of the fog is pretty creepy.
Yeah.
And
I did like that. Would have been cool.
very cool scene.
That would've been
Maybe the
cool to see
coolest scene in the
movies.
movie.
Yeah, like I feel like that would have been cool to see in the movies.
Yeah.
It's definitely my favorite sequence.
It's
that
a big
whole
bird cage,
Yeah.
man.
thing of escaping the pteranodons.
It is pretty cool. I like that. I always like that scene he's in as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Like the way it walks out of the fog when the kid's out there by himself is really. I like that scene.
Yeah.
I think that was the scene you were describing when we were talking at work last week, Tom.
Yeah, well, like a lot of the previews that I remember from this movie at the time was like this part and everything when they're actually in like they said the bird cage enclosure and all that.
Mhm.
And I guess it's so creepy because it almost it makes it kind of humanish.
Yeah.
Which makes it creepier.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Did it surprise you how big they were?
No?
I think as a kid, I think I was like, I think I distinctly remember like they're huge.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think I was picturing like eagle size or like like big birds, not like holy crap,
Human
like
size.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I always expected easily enough, but I was probably like just from watching cartoons and all that,
Yeah.
like the way they were illustrated. But like, no, I always thought that I was like, no, this could pick up a grown man. and
I knew
run.
there were ones that could do that,
Yeah.
but I'm saying like we were talking about, we knew they were in a cage. So like, how big could you put something in a cage? You know what I mean?
Depends on how
But-
big the cage is.
I mean, you're right. Obviously, the
How
cage
many-
is pretty
yeah,
huge,
I
but
guess space divided by food. Like, there's got to be an equation here. Like,
Yeah, it's called money.
I mean, the baby ones were as big as the humans.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, the little nest. That was a cool scene.
Well, I mean, I guess other than that, the kid was alive. Eric was alive,
Yeah.
living in a water truck, as Barry mentioned earlier.
Mhm.
Compy's got a little they made a little appearance.
Yeah, we saw a
Just
couple compies,
close
yeah,
up.
and which was interesting in itself, just to see that they're still around, and you don't really have to go back and deal with them again. But
Hey, it's still Island number 2. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, callback.
I kind of want to know the story though of how he got a jar full of T-Rex pee though.
Hey, he said, "Don't ask."
Yeah, that's quite the thing.
That is, yeah.
He must have really been fucking hiding.
I mean, a T-Rex piss, and I would assume make a puddle. So maybe he just scooped up out of a puddle. I don't know.
I'm going with he hid so well, then he snuck in underneath and just got pissed on.
That would be awful.
Yeah.
Hey, it'd scare a lot of stuff away, though.
But it draws one really big one with a fin.
That's
Like
true.
pull a Grant and rub yourself in shit.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Real Bear Grylls stuff, right?
Yeah,
Like
that's right.
Tyrannosaurus poop.
By the way, it was not because of this rewatch. I've been able to do it for years, but
That's been obsessed
I
with
can
shit for
I can
years.
hear that phone ringing
Oh,
anytime
yeah.
I want to.
That
Oh,
satellite
yeah.
phone, yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's a very distinct ringtone.
Go take that to your mom.
Like the fact that it like leads them to so many things, but at the same time screws them over so many times. Like they find each other because of it, but it's because it's in the dinosaur, not because of that dad actually had it. And then they, well, let me ask you guys this: how you feeling about digging through those piles of shit?
That's where your phone is, man.
I mean, under the
Yeah,
Like,
circumstances.
yeah, that's happening. Like
I mean, I guess you are right next to the river, so you could probably
the
wash
whole-
yourself off.
the
But
whole time though, I was just like, is he gonna put it right up to his head? Is he gonna put it right up to his head? That was all. I was like, I'll get it, but are you gonna wash it off before you press like
what do you?
hello? Like,
How do you wash it off though?
like I said, you're by
Well,
the river. Like
You can't put a phone in the river.
it's waterproof.
I mean,
like,
it's been in the belly of a dinosaur.
That's
and
true,
everything.
I guess.
I
This
know,
is a
like,
well-made
the next scene,
Motorola.
there's a monsoon on them. It's getting wet anyway. Like you can wash shit off of it. Like
Yeah, obviously in a life and death situation,
what is it? What is it?
I'm
Larry?
digging in, man.
Oh no!
I think you have to.
No, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. I know I'll
Physical
dig in,
challenge.
but do you
Diving.
wash before you answer, or do you just answer?
No,
I
you
mean, at
answer
that point,
shit.
you're already.
Yeah.
Shit to
Yeah.
your face, like you're still doing it.
Well, I mean, I'm
You
holding
know.
it an inch
No,
away.
no, Barry, it's got to be up there. You got to hear.
I'm not
You
licking
you
it
gotta
or
hear.
anything.
You got to hear it. It's got to touch your skin.
Well, even so, yes,
Like,
yes,
I mean, you have to.
yes.
What other decision is there?
Yeah.
Like we're just gonna die?
Right.
Like, I
yeah,
mean,
we're cool. We're rubbing shit. Scare the other one off.
And then you never talk about it ever again.
Yeah,
I don't think anybody else in the party is judging
Yeah.
you at that point. Like,
No.
And
They're
that-
just thankful that you're doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why the kid didn't want to answer about the Tyrannosaurus piss. Like, no, like I was the only one there. Like, no one needs to know. Like,
I'd probably be the guy that'd be like, "Oh yeah, predator time," and Ah.
straight Arnold. Or they just, yeah.
well, it won't be the last time we see somebody rub something on them to get away from a dinosaur.
Oh shoot.
So I guess since we're hovering around it, the digging through shit and everything, what about the boat attack scene where the Spinosaurus attacks the boat?
That was a good way to take a bath.
I was more entertained by the kid running around with the phone and sidetracked by Barney.
Yeah, it was a pretty cool scene. yeah.
Charlie made me laugh. I was
Yeah.
like, all right. I was like, you're not getting this phone answered. I've actually seen this play out in real life. Like, that kid's just stand there, just belly out, and just like, yeah, you're getting hung up on. Like you're gonna die. Like,
Yeah, it was a good scene. It built tension well
Yeah.
and it
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
paid off well. I like that scene a lot.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I mean, like, what's the likelihood that you have this gigantic reinforced cage that can keep you safe, then the dinosaur sinks it and it's your tomb?
Yeah, it's a very purpose-made
Mm-hmm.
boat. Yeah, and thank goodness that it opened under the water, the cage.
Indeed. By the way, the whole thing where the dinosaur like sticks his arm in the cage and is like trying to pull him out and is like clawing the crap out of the woman and stuff, like kind of brutal.
Mm,
That would suck. And like
absolutely.
pushing you down in the water and
I'm not gonna lie. Like at this point, shit irritated me. I didn't care. I honestly didn't care. There was a point to where I was like, I could care less how much danger you're in. Like, nope, like, die. Like, I was over her character.
Yeah, I didn't find her particularly likable. I wasn't rooting for her to die or anything like you,
Like I
Tom.
said, didn't have to
but,
root for her.
you
So
know-
she seemed pretty capable of making bad decisions on her own. Like, or like,
I liked her more than almost all the characters in 2, though.
Really?
Like, yeah. I mean, not that I liked her, but I disliked the characters in 2.
Oh, then
so
two.
much.
Okay,
Yeah.
I get you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah, I agree. I didn't care about anybody in 2.
yeah.
And I did care about these characters. And I think that when they made this movie, they knew we screwed that up in 2. We better make people care about the characters again.
that may be true. I mean, the group was so stinking large in 2.
Yeah.
You know, like in 1, you had this small group that you got to know quite well. In this movie, they kind of returned to that. You had a small group. You know, yeah, you couldn't kill 50 people in this movie because there wasn't enough people to do that.
I don't know,
But
everybody that showed up at the end, though, it was a hell of a response on the shore.
it was, yes.
Yeah, and ultimately, not to rehash it too much, but it doesn't matter if you killed 50 people if none of us cared about these people. You know,
Yeah.
it does matter if you kill 1 or 2 that we care about.
But I think it's because the story centers around Grant for a lot of it, to make you care.
Yeah, I mean,
Like really, because the second one is like, how well do you like get Jeff Goldblum spinoff is what it is. Like then it's like, all right, but you get Vince Vaughn with it. This one's like, all right, now we're gonna do a Grant spinoff, and like, but we're gonna give you, that was still like the tie-up relationship between him and old girl in the beginning. Like, it gives you everything that you like. Everybody who wanted a Grant movie got that in this, I think.
Absolutely, yeah.
Like I really like, because any question you had, I feel like it got wrapped up here.
But at the same time, I don't think if you put Grant in 2, it would make me care about those other characters.
Oh no,
Like, Grant definitely helps, but
no, but again, like I said,
That's
this
not
whole
the
thing,
issue.
like even down to like it just played into it. Even like the whole idea of like his whole thesis about them like evolving like from raptors to birds and all that, and like I said, they got to use the cool little 3D printer, communicate with it. Like from what I've seen, it seems like it opens up to like how raptors communicate in the like future movies and all that. And then like I don't know, like the whole like then just bird enclosure, like it led to the pterodactyls because it's like the whole thing centers around Grant. Like just so much about what his character is and works with. Whereas like with Goldblum on it, Goldblum's you just really have to like Goldblum and his character to enjoy
Yeah.
too. But like you said, that alone doesn't make you enjoy the side characters.
I would say this. I like Malcolm.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
just don't know that I liked him enough that he could have carried that movie by himself.
He doesn't. No, that's what I mean. He doesn't
Yeah.
make the side characters redeeming. Like I said, I wanted to like Old Boy here so bad. I wanted him to be Grant 2.0. Like that's what I was after. I was
You
like,
mean
all right,
you mean Billy?
that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
And like I feel like they just fucked his character over. There was no reason to make him be like, oh, I'm gonna just have that, like you said, the moment of weakness and be that like character trope, and then you're gonna like the next one show as if I died, and then surprise, I'm in the plane all bandaged up.
He
Like,
redeemed himself.
he didn't redeem nothing.
Oh my
Like,
goodness, he absolutely did redeem
Save
himself.
that child.
he sacrificed himself
Yeah.
to save
I
everybody.
mean, he was sacrificed, but like I said, that's only if you think it's on par. Like I said, I didn't think it was on par with what Hammond did. It's like, yeah, it was greedy and all that.
I don't
Let's
think
get rid of
even.
the
I don't
apes.
think
Like,
even Grant thought that. Like I
He
said,
says in the movie that he came down too hard on him.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah, like,
Yeah.
he said it, but he said it after he died.
Well, but I think he sincerely meant
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I do think that the character should have stayed dead.
Yeah,
It didn't bum me out, but I was like, it's so silly that he could have been so critically injured that he was like in a stretcher.
I feel like they
but he
dropped
still
the
made
ball
his
on
way
that
downriver,
character.
being hunted by a Spinosaurus and a pack of raptors,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
and was like, no, that's
Yeah,
Why did they tell us where they found it?
he made his way to the coast. I guess is
He
the
probably
general
went
idea.
to the ocean.
I assume that's because they were just arriving. Like you see them still landing vehicles on the coast.
I
So
just
it's not like
imagine
they
just wherever
sent in
that
a search
wherever
party.
that waterfall it was in just like
Yeah.
drained out. That's what I just assumed.
Yeah, so they found him floating in the ocean.
Like
Yeah.
just a body come out to the coast. So that's what I assumed.
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah.
Honestly, I never put really any thought to where they found him until right now. I don't think.
Oh, I took it as
wildly
he
implausible.
survived and
I don't like
he
it.
made his way to the coast, and super for him, you know.
Well, that's
Yeah.
why I thought that he had to have been put there by the river because you never see if he's got any leg damage or anything in the last scene. He's kind of like bandaged from like the torso up type shit.
Yeah, he's bandaged up, and like you said, he's laid out
But
on
like
the
I said,
stretcher and everything.
But I can't imagine.
But I
him
guess
getting
that
out
doesn't
of the river and
necessarily have
walking.
to be from his injuries. Like
No.
they could have injected him with things that have him laid out at this
No,
point.
the way that
Yeah.
bird was coming down, he's got injuries. Like,
I didn't say he wasn't injured. I said he was wrapped up in bandages. So I said him not being able to get up off the stretcher may not be because of his injuries.
no, but I'm
Like-
saying I don't think that with the injuries that it looked like he sustained, I doubt he got out of the river and walked to the coast. I'm
maybe.
guessing that the river took
guess
him and he
I
just
wa-
was ejected out there somehow.
I just read a book on a bear attack where a guy, after he was mauled by a bear, walked 2 miles. I mean, humans do some pretty ridiculous things.
But was he being hunted by a Spinosaurus and a pack of
That's,
raptors?
that's true. No.
And I think you guys probably agree with this. I totally agree with what AJ said. It's a happy thing, you know, for
It
the
is,
sake of the
yeah.
movie and for younger people,
Yeah.
especially watching the movie, that Billy made it. But it's more satisfying and probably a smarter move for the sake of the dramatic aspects of the movie to allow for Billy to have died.
Yes. Especially dying to redeem himself.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
that's
So hardcore, like, because if you didn't respect the person's opinion as much as you could probably tell that he did Grant, you're not throwing your life after like that. But he must have respected him that hardcore.
Yeah.
he
To
felt
where he's going
that was
after like
he
that.
felt terrible even when he had to like give me the backpack. No, give me the backpack. Like you could tell the tension in that scene alone,
Yeah.
where like you fucking know what you did.
I think at that point he knew that he messed up, and on top of it, I think he was truly scared he was going to get Grant killed in that
Yeah.
scene.
yeah,
Like
Well, yeah,
I don't
he-
want to be the reason Grant died.
Because that was the first thing, like I said, we were just talking about like the phone, like, but that's what like when they're at there and all that. That was one of the things he said when they got to the fence. Like, you still have my pack. Like, it's
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, like that little joke. Like, could have said something right then and there. Like,
Yeah, for sure. I guess the only thing we haven't really talked about yet is the scene where the Raptors finally surround them. Which I will say is kind of a weird scene. I'm not. It's
I
not.
got a word for
It's
it.
not super satisfying.
It starts with an R.
Ridiculous.
That ain't it.
Oh,
But
okay.
that'll work.
I mean, yeah, because the voice box thing. How the hell is he gonna know which tune to play through that? Even
he's
get
been-
him to
he's
understand.
been listening the whole time. That's what the
Yeah.
callbacks were and everything. When he's like kept looking back and seeing them talk to each other and all. Like, what are you looking for? What are you doing? Like,
well, like he knew the distress call because they trapped that one raptor in the cage
Yeah.
before.
the toe.
Being able to hear that and being able to reproduce it on your 3D printed thing.
Oh yeah,
it's
like-
still a bit of a leap.
Yeah, that'd be that'd be
But-
like picking up a trumpet and all of a sudden
Yeah.
like, hey, I heard this tune before. Like,
Well, I'll even accept the voice box playing, whatever. I got a real problem with, oh, here's your eggs. And then they're just like, cool, we're out.
Oh yeah,
These are velociraptors.
Well, I will say this though: you are led to believe that they run away because of the helicopters, not because they just are like satisfied.
I just can't imagine that they would care about the helicopters.
Yeah, I mean, I like I said, I'm not a big fan of the scene.
Yeah,
I'm-
it's wildly implausible. But
And again, I don't mind some silliness and stupidity. It's fine, but it's that was a little bit far for me. Like, these are murderous killing machines.
They're
That's what
family-
they're presented
they're
as.
family dinosaurs.
And then,
Barry.
yeah.
they just want their babies.
Yeah, then
Yeah.
it turns into the Land Before Time.
Not
Yeah.
the mama.
But yeah, and two, you see, they're like guided missiles. They just go to a human being and take it out.
Yes.
And here,
Like
yeah,
a
they just-
wild
they'll
predator
surround
would.
you. They'll make demands. They could be bargained with.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's what a
you know.
tiger would do. That's what
Yeah.
a lion would do.
But yeah, this scene was not great.
I really think
But I guess we
The
do
movie-
train lions and tigers.
the movie went out of its way to try and show intelligence in the Raptors.
Yes.
And at points, they took it too far.
Yeah.
I'm not saying there isn't a chance the Raptors were intelligent. I have no idea. But yes, like this scene, I think the whole purpose of this scene was to show intelligence in the Raptors. Like,
Family raptors.
Yeah, I agree, but
Just
and
to
I have
show
no
they have
problem with the
humanity.
Raptors being intelligent.
And then
but
dinosaurs need rights.
that did make sense what they did.
That's what this is about.
right.
If they make the Raptors intelligent, like a wolf pack is intelligent, like give me that. Don't give me they bargained with the Raptors. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
I won't say anything else about it.
I mean,
You-
they show the
you've never
Raptors being
bargained with your
intelligent
dog?
in the first one by opening doors. And
I have
They
to-
do.
that
yeah.
sort of thing. I mean,
I've totally made
testing
deals with
the
my
electric
dog.
fences for
Like-
weaknesses. Like the Raptors have been intelligent the whole time. They didn't need to take it in that direction. That is just weird.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you can't have French doors and dinosaurs in the same ecosystem. Like,
See, I think what they should have done is had Grant use the distress call thing to get the Raptors to attack the Spinosaurus and then get away. That still shows communication and intelligence on the Raptors' part,
That's a reasonable plot point.
right.
Yeah.
But,
And not foreshadowing at all.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, does anybody else have anything they want to talk about for this? While we're talking about the movie?
nothing that comes
No.
to mind.
Yeah, I think I have.
Oh, I guess I will mention real quick. I think that the Malcolm comments between Eric and Grant were purposeful within the movie to take a dig at the second movie.
Yeah.
You know, I assume everybody
Yeah.
thinks that.
I
but
thought they were funny.
yeah, they were funny, but they were also very much like crapping on the Lost World, in my opinion.
I was just trying to think about this. Like
I think it's okay to crap
Um,
on the Lost World.
Yeah.
in the second movie,
It's like saying
did
we're
he
gonna
bring?
review
Did
it.
he even bring up chaos theory?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
No.
Because in the first movie, he's all about it. That's all he talked
Like I
about:
said,
chaos,
he-
chaos,
I
chaos,
think
chaos.
he was just more worried about getting old girl back. Like,
Well, that's because Malcolm is a side character. And
Yeah, I
he's
would
never
agree.
meant to be anything more than a side character.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I read somewhere that the reason the second movie was Malcolm's movie is because Sam Neil had scheduling conflicts and wasn't going to make a Jurassic Park movie at that time.
Yeah, okay.
So, like, they decided to make a movie about Malcolm instead. Now, like you guys said, it may have
mean-
been the second movie just with Grant, which may not have helped. But
to be honest, no. Well, I think it would have
Yeah.
been. I mean, yeah, it may have been the same, but I think regardless, we still would have got a Jurassic Park 3, and it would have been with Malcolm.
yeah, I just
Like,
don't think
there
they
still would have been a demand for those characters from the first one.
I don't think they would make a Jurassic Park movie with Sam Neill that doesn't have raptors in it, though. Because that's his specialty. Like, that's his thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know? So, like, I don't think the second one, purely the way it was, and
Well,
just
that's what I mean.
swapping
I
out
think
characters
but
would
like
have
I
worked
said, the
perfectly.
story would have centered around Grant.
Yeah.
Like I said, for what it was here, like I said, so many little sub things. It all centers around Grant.
All right. Well, I think that ends our first segment of talking about the movie and sends us into our second segment. What have we been doing first, Ray? I don't even remember.
We've been doing the movies.
Movies. Okay, movies first. Well, I think most people have already said what they think, that it's number 2. I mean, correct
Yeah.
me if I'm wrong. Multiple people said that when we went around earlier.
That'd be my
I mean,
vote.
I'm voting for it to number 2.
I think that's my vote as
Like-
well. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Does anybody have a disagreement?
No.
Nobody in the world disagrees.
All right. Well, Jurassic Park 3 is now number 2. I don't know that it'll stay there, but it's number 2 for today. That was very quick, gentlemen.
Good.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
All right. Now we're in 2. Kill count.
Well, T-Rex gets 0 in this movie. He doesn't kill anything.
It's -1. Yeah.
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 Dilophosaurus does not kill anything. Neither does the Compies. The Raptors do get a kill, though. The Raptors kill Udesky.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
A rather brutal way,
The
too.
facilitator. Yeah, like just like
So can you fit an X up there, Ray?
Yeah, I put one there.
Oh, okay.
At the end.
All right, fair enough.
And
And
I
then the only other dinosaur that gets kills in this movie is the Spinosaurus.
And I forgot to put his name up there, but I'll put an X right there.
He gets 2 X's
Okay.
because he kills both the other 2 mercenaries.
Only 3 kills in the whole movie.
Only 3
Yeah.
kills, yeah,
yeah.
in the whole movie.
And like I said, almost early on, like
Yeah, we almost got the pteranodons almost got
Yeah.
Billy, but
yeah.
yeah, Nash and what was the other guy's name?
No
I
idea.
can't remember. Udesky and Nash are the 2 names that stand out to
Yeah.
me.
They were there to die.
Yeah.
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 They were.
All right. Well, that's our kill count, and I think that will wrap up our Jurassic Park 3 episode. And we appreciate you tuning in, and we appreciate it if you tune in next week for Jurassic World, Part 4 of the Jurassic Park series. And thanks for tuning in to Blockbuster Bums.